Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. So today is a weighing update. It is Monday the 20th of May. And yeah, this is my weighing update for this week. So I know it wasn't that long ago that I posted my weighing update for the previous week. So you've got like almost a double bubble in the same week. Well, triple bubble really, because I did that what I eat in a day as well. And apologies that I didn't get out Saturday's what I eat in a day. I did start it off and everything was going great. However, Alana, all of a sudden, she's my 4-year-old, all of a sudden came down feeling really unwell. She had really bad tummy pains, like literally. Apologies as well if the lighting's not the greatest, but it is ridiculously sunny here today, which is good because I love the sun, but I don't like it to be too hot. But yeah, anyway, back to it. Yeah, she was really bad tummy pains. It came on all of a sudden, like literally out of the blue, all of a sudden, really griping pains, writhing around in pain, bless her, and crying her eyes out. I give her paracetamol, Calpol. I gave her ibuprofen, the ibuprofen version that they do, and nothing seemed to touch it. I was really worried that she might have like appendicitis, because I know that can come on really suddenly, or that she might have had like a UTI, even though that doesn't come on as quick. But yeah, I was concerned about her that much that I thought, flipping heck, I'm gonna have to take her to hospital, because like I say, she was inconsolable, bless her. And it lasted for a fair few hours. I'd say about 4 hours in total. But then after a bit of time getting to the bottom of it, I think she just had trapped wind, which if you've ever had trapped wind, and it was really low trapped wind, it wasn't, like she just needed to burp, it was the low trapped wind. And if you've ever had it before, and those griping tummy pains, it comes in like waves, doesn't it? Like 1 second you're feeling a bit bleh, and then the next thing it's really painful. And that's how she was. So gave her plenty to drink, tried to move her a bit, do like some leg exercises just to try and get it dislodged. And yeah, after a bit of time, let's say, she managed to go to the bathroom and she felt a million times better. And since then, she's been absolutely fine. So I do think it was just trapped wind, which thank goodness that it wasn't like appendicitis. Because like I examined her tummy and everything like that, and where the pain was, it wasn't where her appendix would be. Obviously, it can sometimes start on the left side and then it radiates across to the right hand side where your appendix actually are. And she wasn't showing me anything where it was. So thankfully that passed. She's absolutely fine now. She's back to her amazing, bouncing, energetic self. So that's really good to see, because any parent doesn't want to see the child in pain, do they? But it does mean then that filming the what I eat in a day just went out of the window completely, because obviously all my attention was on Alana, understandably so. I still stuck to plan, don't get me wrong, obviously I still stuck to plan, but I wasn't able to film it just for obvious reasons. And another one is that I do all my recording from my phone, and I gave her my phone to distract her as well when the tummy pains were getting really bad. So yeah, anyway, she's grand. Apologies, I didn't manage to get it out, but at least I got the one out the day before. What was it? Was it on Friday that I recorded that one? And I am hoping to get some more out this week, because like I said on the vlog itself, I really enjoyed filming it. I do enjoy doing that kind of content. I personally love watching that kind of content as well, so I do enjoy doing that side of things as well. And I do think it is definitely helpful for other people to see what kind of things I'm eating while on the weight loss journey, so that you can see what I'm eating to get the results that I'm getting. So anyway, that bit aside, how did my week go? Well, my week went pretty much what you saw on that one day. That one day, if you've not caught it yet, it is still obviously up on my channel. Make sure that you do catch it so you can see the kind of things that I do eat in a day. Obviously I went through all the different stuff that I have, so you can see that, if it's not the Rice Krispies, then it might be something else that I have, and the different kind of evening meals I make, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the rest of my week last week went exactly like that. Obviously not the same meals, but the same amount of products, and then the same amount, you know, the same type of evening meal. I just swap out my protein elements. Sometimes I might have like tuna, cottage cheese, edamame beans, they're really high in protein, obviously chicken, corn pieces, tofu. I swap out my protein. I don't do red meat, so you'll never see me eating like mince or anything like that, or a steak. But I do love seafood, and obviously love chicken, and I love all the plant-based, vegan, vegetarian style products as well. So you'll always see me swapping them out for that. And then because you have like a vegetable element as well, like I say, it's very much Slimming World SP. If you do Slimming World and you can relate what I'm eating to that, it's very much that style of eating. And I am a volume eater, and I know that for my calories I get tons more salad than I would do for like broccoli or, you know, carrots, or, you know, like another type of vegetable. So I do tend to eat whatever protein element with a salad, just because, like I say, I get tons for my money, so to speak, with my calories. And yeah, I would rather have a massive salad than just a few sprigs of broccoli personally. But that's just me, because I'm a gannet and I love my food and I want a big amount of it if I can do. So yeah, my week, fine, absolutely fine. I am very aware that that word has been used a million times over and it's getting very boring now, but it was fine. It was all good. Drank all my water. I drink on average at least 4 litres. Like I say, I'm trying not to drink too much, because I don't want to do myself a disservice by flushing out too many vitamins and minerals and electrolytes and then end up feeling rubbish for that. Didn't get all the steps in that I could have done last week, but still I was very active. Well, I say very active for me, probably not very active for the average person, but definitely up there more than I have done in the past. So that was good. My sleep has been great. I've had a couple of late nights, but that's not down to anything, you know, untoward. It's literally been a case of that I've been binge watching a TV series and I couldn't put it down. But again, not affected me the next day, like making me extra hungry or anything like that. So again, sleep's been fine, been taking all my vitamins, making sure that I keep up with my magnesium, my multi-B vitamin and my vitamin D, been taking those. So yeah, everything has been really, really good. No issues to complain about at all. Yesterday I did a long day at work and it was a really, really lovely shift. We had an amazing day. We left the ward beautiful for the night staff, like absolutely beautiful. I think they only ended up being like a few patients on the ward, so we left it for them really, really, you know, really nice. And I made sure that I took all my food with me, everything, all 3 products and my evening meal. I made sure that I took, which I've got in the car with me today, I took my sippy cup full of water. I think I must have drank yesterday, because I find it so easy. I'd normally carry like a big bottle around with me, and I find that easy to drink out of. But this, I find so easy to drink out of. So if you are struggling to get your water, get a cup like this, because honestly, it's just there and it's just so easy. I don't know if it's because I'm drinking out of a straw, if it's because it looks like a McDonald's drink or what. I really don't know what it is, if it's psychological or it's just because it is so convenient. But I think I filled up this yesterday like 6 times, maybe a bit more. I filled it up a lot. I filled it up at least every hour, at least, and it was a 12.5-hour shift. I was trying not to fill it up towards the end of the shift, but yeah, I think at least 6, maybe 7 times I filled it up. So I definitely got my water in yesterday, and I had a couple of brews as well while I was at work. So yeah, like I said, I took everything with me. Now, I did end up because of the way that my breaks worked, I did end up finishing eating for the day at around about 5:30 yesterday. And then obviously I've not weighed in this morning until 10 a.m. So I didn't eat anything when I went home. Obviously, I'd run out of calories by that point, so I wouldn't have eaten anything anyway. I still had a drink. I had some Pepsi Max Cherry, which is practically calorie free anyway. And I only had a glass of that when I got home, just to take that edge off, because I will admit, when I got home last night after work, I was hungry. I got home probably around about 9 o'clock last night, and I was hungry, but I was going to bed anyway. And like I say, I ran out of calories, so I didn't have anything to eat. And then I've weighed in this morning, and I have lost, which is good. And I've lost £2 this week. Again, apologies, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it raw. I'm telling you exactly how I feel with my results, whether it's good or bad. But I've lost £2 this week, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy, guys. I'm really not happy. And you can say, I know I'm going to have the naysayers going, yeah, but a loss is a loss. Look at the positives. It's better than it was on and everything like that. And I completely agree. And if I was sat on the other side of the screen listening to someone else, I'd be saying the same things. So why I can't take my own advice, I have no idea. But I'm not happy because I see other people doing this plan and they're losing like 4, 5, 6, consistently every single week, pounds, losing it every single week. And I know it's a journey and we're all individual, and I can't look at someone else for their weight losses and, expect the same. I know that because, again, I would be saying the same things if I was on the other side and it was someone else saying it to me. But I can't help compare myself. I'm human. It's human nature that we look at what we want and we're envious. Of course we are. I'm happy for everybody else that's losing the weight, because I know that this diet is bloody hard. Bloody hard. It is so hard. So that when they do get those kind of losses, like 4, 5, 6 pounds every single week, I am happy for them because of I know the work that they've put in to get it. So I am really happy. However, I am envious because I'm not getting those results at the moment. In the very beginning, yep, I dropped quite a bit of weight, but obviously it was new. I lost 8 pounds in my first week. It was new. That's going to happen with any change of diet plan. It always happens. You have that big drop. And obviously the week before that, I'd gone away. I'd eaten completely, we went to France, and I'd eaten completely out of my normal pattern. So that would have naturally, in turn, dropped a load of weight. It wasn't all down to the diet. It was the fact that I went back to a restriction. And then, what did I do? So I lost that. And then, did I lose £3? And then 3.5? I can't really remember. But I've lost like the initial 8. And then I think I lost like 3. And then I've lost like 3.5. And then I think I lost 2, then 1, and now back to 2 again. I think that's how it's gone. I'll put it somewhere of what I've lost while I've been doing this. But I'm just really frustrated because, again, if I was cheating on the diet and I was eating and drinking the stuff that I really shouldn't be, then fair enough, I deserve those kind of numbers. Of course I do. But because this diet promises to lose like a stone a month, and I'm not seeing that reflecting, I'm just really frustrated. And I know people say, just trust the process. You might have a better loss next week and the week after. But at the moment, I'm 3 weeks of not seeing the results that I'm expected to see. So this is the 3rd week. The first week being a £2, then a £1, and this is the 3rd week of another £2. So yeah, I'm just frustrated. I'm miffed. And like I say, I'm just being brutally honest. I'm not going to come on and try and pretend to be something that I'm not feeling. I'm not. I'm never that type of person. Everyone always says that you can see it on my face. If, whatever's coming out of my mouth can be different to what you're reading on my face. Look at my face, because I will always tell you the honest answer with my face. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. I've spoken to my consultant about it, and she has messaged me back, and she thinks that I need to step up to step 3 because I've fallen out of love with the diet and I'm on autopilot basically. I'm not cheating. I promise you, I am not cheating at all. But I am literally on autopilot. I'm just doing it as it says. I've got zero love for it at the moment, because again, why would you have love for something if you're putting in 100% and you're not getting the results back? So why would you? And again, I know I've lost weight. I know I've lost weight. I know overall the bigger picture is that I've lost weight. But again, I could lose those kind of numbers 100% doing Slimming World, or 100% just being in a calorie deficit of like 1,800. So if I can lose them kind of numbers doing that, then why am I so restricted I'm not losing the numbers? Is my body just waiting to have like a big whoosh moment and I'll just suddenly drop loads of weight? Maybe, but I can't see into the future, so I can't comprehend that kind of result happening, because again, I don't know what next week holds, or the week after, or the week after. All I know is what I've done now and what result I've got now. I hope that makes sense. It does in my head anyway. So yeah, as much as people might say, but yeah, your whoosh is coming and you'll lose the weight, don't worry, just trust the process. Again, I can't comprehend it because it's not happening now. However, does that mean that I'm going to let it discourage me? No, of course it doesn't, because I do know that if I stop doing any form of diet plan, if I think, sod it, I don't give a rat's ass anymore, I'm just done, I know that if I do that, I will put the weight back on, because history has shown me that I put the weight back on. If it didn't, then I'd be at Target right now, because it wouldn't have affected me, but it does. And I don't want to go back to nearly 17 stone Andrea. I don't at all. So I literally have no choice but to keep going. I have no choice. Do I want to lose the weight? Hell yes, I do. Do I want to get to Target? Of course, more than anything. And it's just that is making me keep ploughing on. Again, I know it's not forever, it's temporary. This is just temporary until I get to Target. But again, I know I've said it before, for every week I don't see the number on the scales that I'm expecting or that I bloody deserve, means it's an extra week that I have to do it. And I think that is the overall thing, because, you know, this diet promises you to lose these big numbers and lose a stone a month. I think because I've gone into it thinking that, and thinking that I will be one of those people that will lose the stone a month, I've had this expectation in my head, but the realization is coming that I'm not one of them people. I'm not. I'm losing slower, and I feel like it's unfair. Which again, pathetic, I know, but it's making me find it difficult. However, I've got no choice, which I think again makes it even harder, because in order for me to get to Target, I've got to go through it. And if I was going through it and losing the numbers that I've expected, and I'm not talking wild numbers, I'm talking like £4, £3, £4, and I know it's only £1 off, you know, this week's weight of £2 is only £1 off from that £3. I know that. However, I honestly think the only reason why I've lost £2 this week is because I've not eaten since 5:30 yesterday. So I think a lot of that I've lost this week is actually water weight. And let's say I ate my evening meal at my normal time of like 7:30. And the only reason why I ate so early yesterday was because of being at work, because it's the time that I could take my break. Otherwise I would have eaten later, and say that I did eat at my normal time, because normally every evening I normally eat around about 7:30 to 8 o'clock, when the littlies are in bed and I can have that peace and quiet and I can enjoy my dinner. Because like I say, I love my food, I want to enjoy it, I don't want to be mithered throughout the whole of my meal. So I honestly think that if I would have eaten at my normal time, that £2 would have probably been £1, maybe half a pound. Do you get what I mean? Because I honestly think it is only because I ate at 5:30, and I'd had my my main meal, my salady bit, at around about 3 o'clock yesterday. So the 5:30 thing that I ate was just one of those cookies and cream bars. So it wasn't even like it was, oh, but you ate a decent meal. It wasn't my main meal. I'd eaten that even earlier. So again, even more so, I've only got that £2 because I'd eaten something small at 5:30 as well. I hope that all makes sense. I genuinely think that if I would have not been working on Sunday, yesterday, and I would have eaten in my normal routine, then I honestly think that I wouldn't have seen £2 today. I think I would have seen only about £1, maybe half a pound, which is even more frustrating because I know that in the back of my head. I know that I think I only got the result that I got today because of how early I ate yesterday. And then I've not had anything to eat until 10 o'clock this morning when I've stepped on the scales, because again, I like to keep things consistent and I always weigh at 10. So can you see where I'm coming from? I hope you can, and I hope you don't think I'm just being an absolute knobhead, like moaning. Oh, she's moaning, she's lost weight and she's moaning about it. Oh, whoopty, like boo-hoo you. I don't mean it like that. I mean it as in like how restrictive I'm being, and I'm just not seeing the results that I want. I sound really, I know, I can hear it. As soon as the words are coming out, I can hear it myself, that I sound really ungrateful. But I don't mean it to sound like that. I really don't. I mean it to sound like I hope you can understand where I'm coming from and the frustration. But like I said, I have no choice but to carry on. So I'm going to carry on. Am I going to step up to step 3? I'm not 100% sure. I know that my consultant thinks that I should do because I'm not seeing the results that I want to. Step 3 does mean more calories. So again, am I going to get even more annoyed because if I'm introducing more calories, am I going to get the results that I want to see? Am I going to get those results? I don't think so. But do I need more normal food in my life? Maybe. I just don't know. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend today, I'm going to stick with the step that I'm on. I'm on step 2 at the moment. I'm going to stick with the step that I'm on at the moment for today. I mean, it's only about, what time is it now? I don't know. I've not got a clock in front of me. The day's only just started anyway, because I've not long weighed in. I've not long stood on the scales. So I'm just going to stick with it now. I'm going to go home. I'm going to have a really, really good read through step 3, because normally with step 3, what you do is you have like 2 products and then you have 600 calories, and you can use those 600 calories however you feel. Again, it's very much like Slimming World with the SP side of things, although I do think you can introduce more carby stuff, but again, I'm going to have to read into it. But you can use those 600 calories whether you have like a 400 calorie evening meal and you use 200 calories somewhere else for the day. It's completely up to you. But I'm going to have a really good look into it, and then I'm going to see if it's worth me actually switching. It might be, and maybe I do it for a week and I see how I get on with it. And if I lose with it and I lose, okay. Because I think me doing step 3, I would be okay with losing £2 because I'm not quite as restricted. And if I do that, then am I okay with it? And would I stick with it? Or do I do it for a week and then if I don't get the results I want, I can step back down? I don't know yet. I don't know. So I'm going to have a really, really look into it, plan something out, and then obviously I will update you, because I am going to do a what I eat in a day this week again, definitely. It's Monday today. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm only working Wednesday this week because I picked up extra bank shifts last week and I've got extra bank shifts next week to cover me to be able to only work one day this week because of the way that the bank shifts fall for like the cut-off day on a Friday and then you get it paid. Anyway, you don't need to know the ins and outs, but yeah. So I do have time this week, obviously, childcare and family allowing. So I am going to do a what I eat in a day, at least one this week, if not more. I will try my hardest. But obviously I'm working Wednesday, so Wednesday's a no-go. It's just an absolute no-go. And I'll keep you updated on that with what I've done. But worst case scenario, I'll obviously update you next week on Monday with my next weigh-in update, because like I say, I am going to keep doing it one way or another, because there's no other option. Until I get to target, I am on this weight loss journey. And my husband even said this morning, he was like, you know, if you're happy with the way that you look now, then why don't you just go, do you know what, I've done it, I'm happy, I'll stay as I am. And I turned around to him and I said, yeah, but I'm not happy with how I am at the moment. I'm not even remotely near my target at the moment. So giving up is just not an option. And he's like, yeah, but you're getting really, really frustrated with it. And I can see how hard you're trying, but, you know, you're getting really annoyed with it. And I'm like, I know, but I can't. I'm not at target. So, again, there's no other option but to keep going. I might just need to tweak what I'm doing to be happy with it again. And maybe stepping up is that answer. I never even thought of it until she said it. But like I say, I'm going to look into it and then I'm going to decide. I'm really going to weigh the pros and cons of stepping up this early, because I wanted to see the full 12 weeks out of doing step 2. Doesn't mean I'm coming off plan. I'm not, because there's 6 different steps you can do with this plan. And you've got to do the one that suits you the best. And maybe step 3 is the one that will suit me the best. I just don't know. I've got to look up and find out about it and then decide. So yeah, £2 off this week. Yeah. I can't say much more than that. So at the moment I am 13 stone, 7.5 pound. I am very, very close to getting my 3.5 stone award. I've lost 3 stone, 5.5 pound now. I can't give up yet anyway, because I'm not even at the lowest weight loss that I've ever done before anyway, which was my 4 stone. I got 4 stone when I got married, so I have to get to that at least. But I want to get to target of 11 stone. That is the one that I want to do. If I stay there, then I stay there. If I put a bit more on after I've got to target, and, you know, if I feel more comfortable with a bit more on, then I'll do that. Or if I want to lose a bit more, then I'll do that. But I am getting to 11 stone first, by hook or by crook. By the sounds of it and by the actions of it, it's going to be kicking and screaming with the way that it's going. It is going to be kicking and screaming. It's not going to be plain sailing at all. So yes, that is what I'm doing, whether my body likes it or not. And I'm really hoping that whatever I end up deciding to do, whether I stick with step 2 or whether I go up to step 3, I'm really hoping that I see a decent weight loss next week, because next week I will be the week before my period, and that week historically I don't lose much weight. And then the week of my period, again, historically, I don't lose much weight, if any. So, obviously, with those things looming and then happening, I will understand the reason why I've not lost the weight. So I'm able to deal with it. But especially this week is usually my, like, golden week of, if I'm going to drop a big number, it's this week that I normally do it. Because obviously I've been tracking my weight losses for a million years now, since the dawn of time. And this week is my great week. So last week, as much as I was peed off that I only lost a pound, I thought it's okay, because you're going to get a bloody brilliant number this week. You are. Because not only did you get a rubbish number last week, so you're going to get a good number for that reason, but also it is your golden week. It is the week that you do really, really well. And I know that, but yeah, it's not happened. So again, another reason why I'm peed off. Anyway, I could sit here talking about it forever, and I've talked about it for half an hour now. I've complained about it for half an hour now, so I apologise that it's such a negative vlog today. It's not my normal happy-go-lucky, the world is amazing and weight loss is fantastic and everything's going great. I'm sorry, it's not like that, but like I said, I'm keeping it real. I'm being very honest with you guys. I'm being very transparent. I can only apologise, and hopefully next week it is a different picture. But I just want to put it out there that for those that are on a weight loss journey, no matter what plan you're on, if you're going through the same thing, then we are solidarity sisters. We really are. We're in it together. That's whether you're a man or a woman. We're still solidarity sisters, because solidarity brothers doesn't like work. It doesn't sound as good. But yeah, I just want you to know that, you know, I'm struggling too. I'm struggling too, because it's okay coming on and you're seeing a little snapshot of my weekly life and me singing everything's praises, great and glory and amazing. But I just want to keep it real and let you know that not every week is like that. And I've said it from the very beginning that I will always be honest, and I will tell you exactly how I'm feeling. And this week I am pissed off. Sorry for the swears, but it deserves it, because I want you to know how annoyed I am. But anyway, I am going to love you and leave you. I will see you next week for another weigh-in update. If you're only here for the weigh-in updates, I will see you next week. Regardless of what the number on the scale say, I will update you, because it's not a case of that I've got my tail between my legs because I've not been doing the plan and not being sticking. Oh my God, that's not good England, is it? That I've not been sticking to my calorie deficit or not sticking to the plan. I have been doing it, and I've just not got the results I've wanted. So like I said, I'm keeping it real. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on and I'm going to go. And hopefully I post my what I eat in a days. Catch those if it's something that you're interested in watching. Make sure you catch those if you're curious to see what I'm eating and what I've ended up doing this week, because I will keep you posted on that. But if I don't see you before, I will see you next week, especially if you're only here for the weigh-in updates. And I hope you're having an amazing week, or had an amazing week. Please let me know how you're getting on down in the comments. If you've hit a rut like I have and how you've got past it, please let me know, because again, I want to feed off of you guys as much as you'll want to feed off of me. And I feel like we're in a fantastic community, and yeah, I get as much support off of you lot as I'm sure that you do from me. So please share the wealth. And anyway, I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with my rants. And I will see you next time. So take care. Bye.